Hello, friends and neighbors. Swaggy Man Piper 1926 here. Happy Monday to everybody. Smoking my Rossi, I think it's Victorian. Or Victorian, I think it's Victorian. And in it is a little bit of Parsimonious' secondhand bookshop, which is pretty tasty. So, how is everybody? We keep on inching closer and closer to Christmas. Which, me being the individual that I am, I should probably start Christmas shopping. I have gotten my wife nothing. But I always seem to put it to the very last minute. Because most of everything that not always, now this year's different, but the times in the past, she's always asked me stuff of what would be in the mall, and I loathe going into the mall. I'm not a fan. However, I'm going to have to start sliding into some of those places of horribleness. Anyway, so my wife and I went to a church this past Sunday morning. Not our usual church. Kind of in the same fellowship as our church we normally go to, but she was asked by the pastor to come and play a special. So she did, and I was there for her. We'll call moral support, but you support who plays it. And well, this happened to be their Christmas dinner. Was what the special is. So we were kind of him-hawing around. Preacher walk up to us. Y'all gonna come down and eat? I don't know. Well, now my wife made a pecan pie. Now I like pecan pie, so I was like, well, that might get us a little closer. But the lady who originally plays piano for the church is an older lady, and she walked up to my wife and told her, such a good job she did, and everything, and she said, y'all come on down and eat. And my wife, having good manners, she said, yes ma'am. So we both had settled that argument. And then I said, well, I guess we're going to go eat now. And she said, well, what did you expect me to say? What would you have said if she walked up there and said it? And I opened the door and I said, after you, ma'am. So we went down and walking down the steps. And that same lady said, I can't wait till we get a lift in here. That way I don't have to take these awful steps. And I said, really? What lift you getting? Who you going with? I said, I do that for a living. She says, oh, well, let me just tell the pastor. This is leading up to something, folks, I promise. So she told the pastor, and me and him talked about it, and I said, I will measure it out for you and have the boys in the office give you a call, work you a quote. He said, all right, I appreciate it. Well, to measure for a lift, I have to get down and basically sit or take a knee on the step, because you have to put the tape measure basically on the nose of the step to get the necessary length that's required, and run that all down to the floor. Well, I had no more put my knee down. I was getting to turn around and do the measurement as the pastor's oldest daughter had popped around the stairs, and she was kind of looking down at me, 13-year-old by the way. She says, oh my gosh, are you okay? Like the old man had fell. I said, yes, hon, I'm all right. I said, I'm measuring down stair lift for your daddy. She said, oh my gosh, is Dad making you work? Yes, yeah, I'm measuring it out. With full-on hand motion, she says, I am so sorry. Yeah, boy. So we got all that measured out. We go to say our goodbyes. Make her leave. Pastor forgot my name. Called me the surname. And I said, thanks, preacher. You just added on about 50 years to me. And then I really started doing the math. Or the proverbial math, if you will. Since, my grandfather died several years ago. And then, Dad dying just here shortly. I am that. Yeah, I am now the full-on Mr. So, unless it falls to the older brother, which I'll be more than happy to let him know that. Because, well, I don't know if you know it. You never go by the Mr. last name, that always falls up to your father, your grandfather, the oldest individual there. Well, short of my older brother, I'm the oldest individual now, which I was talking to that with my wife, and she about peed on herself from laughing. Speaking of peeing on herself, did y'all happen to catch the 11th annual Sinatra party from Curmudgeon? Talking about peeing on yourself. I about wet myself whenever I found out that Glumchum didn't mention his mother. And then he said, in my defense, which made me laugh even harder, because, brother, there ain't no defense against your mama. I don't even know the Divine Miss Lee, and I can almost guarantee it. Ain't no defense. Because it'd be no defense with my mother. Oh, that was wonderful. So, you folks take care. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here now. It's almost 10 minutes. I tell long stories. I can't help it. That's how stories were always told to me, and that's how I tell the stories. Y'all take care. Hope you enjoy your Monday. I'm going to try and work in and get y'all on another video. I've got a little something to show y'all. So, remember, kindness, it costs us nothing.